Hello everyone and welcome to Deano Outdoors. In this video, I'm going to show how to install and pair this Minn Kota Bluetooth heading sensor without drilling any extra holes, so stick around. I don't know about you, but I hate drilling holes in a new boat. So I found a way to install these heading sensors without drilling any additional holes. For reference, this install is going to be on a 2023 Crestliner 1850 Sportfish, and it's going to be paired up with the Minn Kota Ulterra iPilot link. When thinking about where to install your heading sensor, you want to make sure you have a line of sight without any obstruction to your trolling motor. That's the first step. The second step, once you have found a location that you want to place it, for my situation, I'm going to be installing it right behind the Humminbird fish finder. Once you have your location picked out, you want to take a magnetic compass and set it down there and just check for any interference in that area. If you have any magnetic interference, don't place your heading sensor there, find a new location. I chose this location because I already have a hole in the console for the wiring off my Humminbird locator, and I can run the wires down into there and down underneath into the fuse panel. I'm going to start off by feeding the wires down through here and pulling all the excess wire through. And then I'm going to take this 3M 1/4 inch double-sided foam tape and wrap a layer of it around the bottom of the heading sensor, except for the part where this little groove is, where my wire is going to come out. This foam tape has a protective layer on the top, and then it's sticky on the bottom, and it's a real thin tape, but it's a foam tape, so it allows you to get a better adhesion to rougher surfaces. We're just going to take our time and wrap that around the edge as nice as we can. Once you got it wrapped around and you got that little groove stopped there, because this is where our wire is going to feed through, press it down real firm a few times to get a good adhesion all the way around the perimeter of your heading sensor. Forgive me for this filming part here. I'm filming through the windshield. It's the easiest way I can actually get a good shot. Now that you have your tape on though, finish feeding your wire through. Make sure you have the arrow of your heading sensor pointed parallel to your boat and towards your trolling motor. Now we'll take off that protective backing tape, and that can be a little tricky because it's very sticky stuff. It's really good stuff. Feed your wire through that little opening there, press down on it. Now before touching anything when you're setting this down, make sure you have it where you want it and it's parallel to your boat, and then we're going to set it into place. And then press down firmly for 30 seconds. That tape is really sticky, and using that 3M tape, the foam tape, allows it to adhere to rough surfaces as well, making it a good bond. Here's an up-close look at it. And one nice thing about having it set up like this, if you decide that you don't like where it is, you can just peel up that tape and clean it off and move your heading sensor at a later time, and you're not going to have any unnecessary holes. Now if your boat has a fuse panel with the quick disconnects, you can get these 16 AWG disconnects, and they just plug into the little slots underneath your fuse panel. So I'm going to crimp these onto the ends of my two wires here. Make sure that's on there really secure, give it a good tug. You don't want that pulling out on you. Then you want to clean up all the extra wire, add some zip ties, make it look nice and tidy. We'll snip them ends off. I've got my wires run down underneath, and on these Crestliner boats and a lot of other models, they got these fuse panels right here. So I have the negative connected to the negative bank and the positive to an accessory bank here. Now that it's connected to the power source, it's time to pair it. Start by pressing the power button on your trolling motor, then press and hold the pair button on your Minn Kota heading sensor. And you're going to see a series of blue flashing lights. They're going to flash real quick. That means it's in pairing mode. Then locate the pair button on the head of your trolling motor and press and hold that in. And you will hear a tone that tells you that your unit is now paired to your heading sensor. We can confirm that by a series of slow flashing blue lights every couple seconds. What I really like about using that 3M foam tape is that if you're not completely satisfied with where your Minn Kota heading sensor is located, it's easily removable and you're not going to have any extra holes in your boat. Well, thanks for joining me today. I hope you guys found this video informational and helpful as well. If you're interested in how to calibrate your heading sensor, stay tuned. I'm going to be coming out with a video on that shortly. If you guys are interested in any of the products I used here today, I'll have a link in the description. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to drop those in the comment section. As always, thanks for watching, and remember to get outdoors with Deano.